Mr. Zambrano. I am the department chair for CTE, and I teach technology education. We at the high school teach a curriculum called Project Lead the Way, and the first course that incoming 8th graders would take would be Introduction to Engineering and Design, and then from there they could take any of the other 6 electives within Project Lead the Way. There's Digital Electronics, Principles of Engineering, Civil Engineering and Architecture, Engineering Design Development, and Computer Science and Software Engineering. So an introduction to engineering design, students learn the design process, and we teach them how to use a 3-dimensional software. We use Autodesk Inventor, and we teach them basically drafting skills, and then they apply those drafting skills to solve a problem through the engineering design process. From there, they can take an architectural path or elective the year after, and that deals with civil engineering and architecture, dealing with large buildings, bridges, so the civil engineering component, structural analysis of composites, the actual design of the buildings. Another elective is digital electronics, and that deals with binary logic. We deal with basic electricity. Another elective is principles of engineering, and that's really a smattering of all fields of mechanical engineering, from statistical analysis again. We do trusses and bridge building. We do properties of material. We do some again, binary logic, and we do some programming of robotic components. Computer science and software engineering is another elective, and that is we start with some basic computer program softwares like Scratch, drag and drop programs, and then we move into Java and Python. EDD, Engineering Design Development, is a senior level course that once you've had 3 of the other Project Lead the Way classes, you can spend a whole year designing and developing whatever you want. And the goal is to go from concept to creation, and we really want you to build a product, create a product, go to patent, and it'd be great if some students made some money in the process. Car care is for students with driver's license, and anyone with a driver's license, I feel, should take car care. People say, "Oh, I don't think I want to take it because it sounds like it's too mechanically inclined." It's really to be a better automotive consumer. So everybody should really take the course, learn a little bit of safety around the car, how to change a tire, how to change a battery, jump start a battery. These are things that are going to happen in your lifetime. So it's really just general knowledge and being a better consumer around the automobile.
I'm Mrs. O'Connor, and I'm a technology education teacher. And I teach woodworking. The intro class is mainly basic on hand tools. So the first structure is planning, learning how to use tools properly, especially ones that you're always going to use when you get out of high school, out of college, and you own your own anything. How do I use those safely and properly? And even the ones going into power tools, like a corded drill or a jigsaw or a reciprocal saw, and then up to machines such as a table saw, a miter box, surface planers. So all different varieties of tools. For set design, it's one of my favorite shows is Mythbusters. How did they do what they were doing? They make something so fast and then take it apart, and then they make something else with it. So that's what set design would be a good comparison to. So you learn your basic power tool skills and some basic tools that would be used all the time. So something you'd also have at home. But then you'd also learn your planning strategies and modeling techniques so that you have proper support as well as you're able to set stuff up.
My name is Roman Cebulski. I am part of the technology education program within the CTE department. The main thing that I teach is TV broadcasting, and freshmen can take an introductory course, Intro to TV 1, and that really is the foundations that gets them prepared for the next levels, which are levels 2, 3, and 4, which is advanced, and that's run as one large class. Which does a bunch of different things, really 3 things. We do live events that we go out and we shoot, like football games, plays, things of that nature. We do single camera sporting events. We edit all those things, we put them up with the channel. We also do a live weekly morning announcements broadcast, which every teacher and student watches on Friday mornings, which is more of our news show. And then we also have a creative division which allows students to create, storyboard and script their own videos and go out and shoot them, and then edit those and put those on the channel as well. So we have a wide variety of broadcasting programs here, and I am happy to say that next year we will be able to offer college credit for those people who complete their second level of advanced broadcasting. But you got to take the first level, the introductory course. I also teach journalism. The journalism program right now is not available to freshmen, so it's something that you won't be able to sign up for. But if it's something that you're interested in, what you'd want to take is some of the other classes that we offer. One was the TV I just talked about. The other one is graphic communications, which is really learning about design, learning how to do layouts, learning how to do digital graphics on the computer in Photoshop and InDesign. And that gives you a really good, solid foundation for those who want to move on to the next program, which would be either journalism or you could also take yearbook as well.
I'm Linda Lombardo, and I teach the business education classes. The business law class, we learn the basics of law, how it pertains to minors, motor vehicle law, civil law, case law, contract law. Anybody's welcome to take that class at any grade level. We do a visit to the courthouse, and we actually sit in on actual court cases. We have people from the community, attorneys, prosecutors, police officers come in and talk to the class. Business management, students run their own class business. They sell stock, they pick a product, make a commission on what they sell, and they do every aspect of the business. The students in business management and the marketing class are able to take the future business leaders class in their sophomore, junior, and senior years, which runs our school store. The marketing class, students learn about SWOT analysis, we conduct taste tests, we do market segmentation, target markets, utilities, and how that all pertains to selling your product and promoting your product. Again, the students in the marketing class can also take Future Business Leaders, which runs our school store. The class has 3 levels. You can take the first year, you'll be an employee working in the store, being peer trained by the other students. We sell all these products that you can see in our store. We add new products every year. We do research, market research as to what students want, new things to sell. We have federal nutrition guidelines to follow, so as with any business, there's government regulations that pertain to it. We do human resource scheduling of employees. We do financial records. We do production records, who's ordering what products, keeping track of everything that was sold, to keep a very extensive record of all our production records. We also have a marketing department that markets the school store, so our market research, our advertisements, what products are we selling, getting the word out to the rest of the school. And it's kind of a nucleus for the school. Like, people stop by on their lunch and they talk with the employees, and it's kind of like a center. We usually have some music going and some fun stuff. We have fun in the store and we work hard while we do it.
My name is Mrs. Kearns. I am a member of the Family and Consumer Science Department here at New Canaan High School.
My name is Donna Sapienza, and I teach Family and Consumer Science classes here in the CTE department.
I teach foods and nutrition. Foods and nutrition is the basic requirement for advanced classes.
I teach baking and pastry arts. I teach the new course, Baking, the Art of Making Bread, and I teach the culinary class, which is part of the student-run restaurant, Rams Cafe. Eat all the food that I make, the desserts, the pizza, the muffins, all the fun things that we do, that I get to eat everything. So that's one big attribute and reason you might want to take a course in one of our foods and nutrition courses. And the other is that it is fun. But they also learn a lot of techniques, and they actually prepare real-life experiences in preparing foods that would actually be served in our Rams Cafe restaurants. Rams Cafe is actually prepared by all the students, and they work in groups, and they decide what they want to serve They search their recipes, they prepare the recipes in the kitchen, and then they put on a restaurant. They have front of house students who do the waitressing, the hostessing. In the back of the house, they are preparing all the food to be served to our guests, who are usually staff here at New Canaan High School. They learn how to waitress, host, bus, serve beverages, serve the salads, and prepare the food. So they're here all day that day. It's 4 or 5 days a semester. One group prepares for the entire day their meal, and it's an in-school field trip for the entire day. It's a big day, a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun too.
My name is Amanda Sturgewalt, and I teach in the CTE department, Family and Consumer Sciences, the child development classes. We offer the Child Development 1 course, and the Child Development 1 is an introduction to child development and working with children, and you get to study the development of children from birth to age 12, and you get an overview of all the 5 areas of development: physical, social, emotional, intellectual, and moral. And then through that course, you actually get to work with preschoolers in our preschool lab, which we offer for families in the town. We actually have 30 families in our town that actually come and bring their preschool students ages 3 and 4 to the high school here to get an experience in preschool. So in Child Development 1, they become a high school buddy and get to see a little kid and track their development throughout the semester. Then we offer Child Development 2, and Child Development 2 is a more advanced course where students will actually get to team teach the preschool. They get to become the curriculum director, the teacher of the day. They actually get to run the business side of the preschool, budgeting, communicating with parents, and things like that. And they pick a theme for each day of the preschool, and they get to teach that to the little kids. And then after that, we have the individual and family development course, which is a dual enrollment course that's offered in conjunction with the University of Connecticut. And high school students can earn 3 credits in human development, which would be the first course that they would need if they were taking, working towards a major in psychology, human development, education, social work, or pre-med. All of the child development courses, the biggest thing that students are learning is that they're learning about themselves. And they're learning about their strengths and weaknesses. You're also learning leadership skills because you have to lead a little kid for the very first time. You can learn leadership skills in other classes, but I think it's a unique part of learning leadership in child development because you actually have to practice that leadership. So on Mondays and Tuesdays, we're learning about child development concepts. On Wednesdays and Thursdays, we're actually practicing them. And on Fridays, we're perfecting our skills and talking about strengths and weaknesses of what went on in the preschool that week. The coolest thing about the child development courses is that you get to learn about yourself. It's like a time when in high school when you get to look back at where you've come from, what you've already accomplished as a person, think about your strengths and weaknesses, and actually get to teach what you are excited about as a person to somebody else. So I've had high school students actually teach the little kids about their strengths, and I've had students bring their musical instruments in and do music day. I've had students share their talents in dance or art, or just silly things like I had a student that just loved Dr. Seuss and dressed up as Dr. Seuss and came into the class. And you just get to really experience what life was like and where you came from, and think about that as you go forward into the future and go off to college and things like that.